Hello, everyone, and welcome back to 4 Pixels. Coco is here, and as always, every time I start a new case, I have new guests with me. Would you guys like to introduce yourself, advertise anything? Anything you want to say?
Um, just saying hello. This is Laura, and
This is Laura's first time on the channel.
yeah, sorry.
Nothing to apologize for.
It's me, Ryan, again. That's about all I have to say. I don't really have anything to advertise, but glad to be.
Yep, you'll have seen Ryan, who has joined us for Danganronpa 2. So this will be a nice switch since Ryan knows what's going on there and I don't, and I know what's going on here and Ryan doesn't. Ryan's the only blind one here.
Yeah, I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Episode 4, Turnabout Beginnings. That girl, let her go. Shut up! Come closer, and I'll kill her! Sorry, but you're not going to get the chance. I'm reading through the file of an old court case. It was the first case of my longtime mentor, Mia Fey. Her very first client was a death row inmate who had recently broken out of prison. That was a whole year before Mia and I ever met.
February 16th, 9:24 a.m. District Court Defendant Lobby Number 4.
Ugh, I'm so nervous. I feel like I'm going to die. I never should have accepted this case. Eek! Good morning. Don't be so jumpy, Mia.
I didn't do nothing, I swear. I didn't kill anybody.
Terry Falls, my first client. Sentenced to death 5 years ago, and now a prison escapee. Just relax, Mia. Make small talk, and try to relax him. So why did you escape anyway?
Ah!
Eek! I'm sorry!
I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. I didn't escape from nowhere.
But, Mr. Falls, the police just recaptured you 2 days ago.
Oh, sorry. I told a little lie.
Oh boy.
But anyway, I didn't do it. I never killed nobody.
Sorry for asking, but you're on death row, right?
Wah!
Eek! I'm really sorry.
They sentenced me to die 5 years ago, but I was tricked, I tell you. That woman, she lied in her testimony. That's why I got the death penalty. I swear it, I didn't kill her. I could never do that.
2 days ago, he escaped from the police wagon when it crashed. Then about 8 hours later... A policewoman was murdered before the police could recapture him. The police believe that Terry Falls did it. After you escaped, did you meet a policewoman?
Yeah, I did. She's the reason I escaped.
So that much is true. You did meet with the victim.
But I didn't kill her! She was alive when I left. She was alive! It's true!
I can trust him, right? I mean, I should.
Ha. No vas a averiguar nada más mirándolo a él.
Why are you here?
Vine a ver cómo va a ser nuestra gatita. Pensé que quizá te gustaría alguien jugar con.
Where is Mr. Grossberg?
Ese hombre viejo todavía está durmiéndose. Pienso que quizá todavía está, tú sabes, burbujeando en sus sueños. No soy suficiente. Soy Diego al mando.
I didn't say... So, Diego Armando, the finest attorney in Grossberg law offices, is here for me?
No. Lo tienes todo incorrecto. Hoy tú eres el mejor. De verdad, tiene muchos coraje consiguiendo por su primer caso. Imagínate, alguien que escapó por... Eso no lo sé cómo decir muy bien, perdóname.
Yeah, thanks. I sure wish I could get out of it, though.
Relájate. Vine con alguna noticia buenísima. El que vas contra él hoy también es su primer.
Really?
Pero contra alguien que conozco, que no voy a decir el nombre, ya él tiene la reputación de ser muy bien a su carrera.
Genius.
Pues, ya es tiempo de entrar, gatita. ¿Estás listas? Vamos a ver lo que tienes.
A solitary confinement cell for the condemned must be the world's loneliest place. And that's what my client ran away from. Every other lawyer gave up on him, but not me. When I saw those overflowing eyes and heard that simple, childlike voice, I just had the feeling that he was telling the truth.
February 16, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom Number 4.
Court is now in session for the trial of Terry Falls. The defense is ready, Your Honor.
Is that me?
That's you.
I've never played any of these games. I don't know the characters. Let's see.
Oh, you don't know Edgeworth? He's your boy.
Nope. I've never heard of it. I've seen like pictures of this guy in the past on Tumblr, but that's it.
Hey, let me put it this way. You love Edge? His name is Edgeworth. You're good.
Alright, yeah, okay. The prosecution has been ready for a while, Your Honor.
I understand the lawyers for both sides are newcomers. Yes, Your Honor. I'm Mia Fey.
Miles Edgeworth, Your Honor.
So you're the new prosecutor everyone is talking about, eh? They say you joined the prosecutor's office at quite an early age.
At 20, Your Honor.
Pero ves, nuestra gatita todavía no tiene mucho de una reputación, ¿verdad?
Come on, Mia. You can't lose. Not to someone younger than you. Young people running a trial. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. Now then, the defendant in this case is currently a felon on death row. 2 days ago, he escaped from a police wagon. Is that correct?
Precisely.
Pero nuestro defendente no está aquí por escapar de su prisión. En el día que él escapó, una mujer, a ella lo mataron.
So we're here to determine if Mr. Falls was responsible for her death?
Exactamente, gatita.
Well then, Mr. Edgeworth, let's hear your opening statement.
Yes, Your Honor. It was 5 years ago. The defendant, Terry Falls, was sentenced to death in this very court. His crimes were kidnapping, extortion, and murder. The girl he threw off the bridge was only 14 years old.
A truly horrible crime. I remember it well. There was no decisive evidence, so the trial was long and protracted.
Correct, but in the end, what finally decided the case was a certain witness's testimony.
A witness's testimony?
The testimony of Detective Valerie Hawthorne, the person who confronted this criminal. She arrested Mr. Falls at the scene and later testified again. She said she witnessed Mr. Falls throw his young victim into the river. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered.
So Miss Hawthorne's testimony was the one that put him away. That policewoman you just mentioned, wouldn't be.
Exactly. The victim. The same woman that was killed 2 days ago. Police Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne.
Aha! I see. The man who was sentenced to death based on her testimony escaped 2 days ago. With only one thing on his mind, to take revenge against the woman who convicted him. Ha! The truth is becoming clear to me now. Huh? Yes. It's quite obvious that the defendant is guilty. But wait a minute! That's not right! At least hear the case before you decide on the outcome, Your Honor. Ugh. Watch yourself, Miss Bay. I'm not sure I care for your word choice or your tone of voice.
Young people these days simply don't know how to respect their elders.
Why, you're even younger than me, you hypocrite. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, please call your first witness.
I call the detective who was in charge of the initial investigation of this case.
Oh shoot, I forgot Gumshoe was here. Go ahead, Ryan.
Witness, state your name and occupation. Gumshoe, Dick Gumshoe. I'm the homicide detective in charge of the case, sir.
This beautiful man is one of the best characters in the entire series.
I love him so much.
He is amazing.
I finally got promoted to the detective division half a year ago.
I don't believe anyone asked you about that.
Hey, ma'am, you got any idea how much work it takes?
What is it?
You're really gorgeous.
Excuse me?
I know you love Ryan, but maybe not now. I mean, Laura.
No, seriously, my heart, it's aching for you. Detective, pull yourself together and try to be professional. Otherwise... I'll write you up on contempt so quick that something other than your heart will ache. This is just my two brain cells talking to each other. Oh, okay, I got it.
Now, detective, tell us about the incident.
Yes, sir, right away. The victim was Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, a veteran on the police force. She was stabbed in the back with a knife and died from excessive blood loss.
That much is already stated in the autopsy report. The Corps would like to hear more details about the incident itself.
Yes, sir, I gotcha. Okay, let's take a look at this aerial map of the area here. This is a sketch of Dusky Bridge, an old suspension bridge. And the river that runs under there is Eagle River. The victim and the defendant met there, on top of the bridge. After stabbing her in the back, the killer carried the victim back to his car. He was recaptured at a police checkpoint as he was trying to make his getaway, sir.
I see. Was the victim's blood found on the bridge?
Victim, Sergeant Valerie Hawthorne, was wearing a thick coat, sir. Unfortunately, no traces of blood were found on the bridge.
Mr. Edgeworth, I warn you that I absolutely despise conjecture.
Despite immediately jumping to it 2 minutes earlier.
Right? If there was no blood on the bridge, then you have no proof that they even met there.
Your Honor. If you would listen to the testimony we have prepared, I'm sure you'll be convinced. The two of them most certainly did meet on the bridge that day.
Why, Mr. Edgeworth? I'm not sure I like you wagging your finger at me as though I were some hoser. Detective, proceed with your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Here we go, Mia. Hang on.
Horas. Escucha muy bien, gatita. Hagas un error y este te va a beber como si era un café de la mañana. Tenga fe en mí y prepárate.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr. Falls. And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir. Criminals stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain.
Well, you certainly have established the importance of the bridge.
Naturally.
Now, will the defense please hurry up and proceed with the cross-examination? Yes, Your Honor. Cross-examination coming right up.
Hey, cálmate ahí, gatita. Si sigues temblando así, me va a hacer que dejo caer mi café.
I'm not trembling. It's just cold in here.
Sí, aquí de verdad puede ser muy frío, especialmente por alguien tan nuevo.
I don't need you to worry about me. I mean, the defendant, the witness, everyone's a beginner in here.
Pues, de verdad, me tienes ahí. Pero prepárate para enseñarlo a ellos lo que tú tienes, gatita.
It's okay, Mia. Stay calm. Just remember those court procedure videos you stayed up all last night watching.
Okay, so here is the cross-examination. So to give a quick explanation for Ryan, this works a lot like it does in Danganronpa, except you have to choose like the piece of evidence and the statements where it's contradictory. So like, for example, yeah, so it's like, consider these things here like truth bullets, and they all have descriptions, so you can know what they are and what they say. So here, stabbed with a knife in the back, died from blood loss between 4 and 5 p.m. And then this is the bridge.
Okay.
Bridge located 40 feet above Eagle River. And you can sort of see details here. So here's like an outcropping. Here's where the car is. You can see that part of the bridge here is broken, and then there's like a plateau here. But yes, so there are two things you can do during testimonies. You can press a statement, and that'll usually give you a little bit of dialogue or some more information. Sometimes it's necessary to press statements to get more information that will eventually make the contradiction more clear. And for the purposes of videos, I press every statement, even if some of them aren't really relevant to solving the case, just because sometimes there's funny dialogue. But yeah, we just reread everything. So if you could reread this line.
On the day of the incident, an unknown person phoned the sergeant and asked to meet.
This unknown person. You have no idea who it might be, right?
Sorry, but I'm afraid I do.
What?
The one who called Sergeant Hawthorne was the defendant, Terry Falls.
What? The defendant? The defendant called her?
Sergeant Hawthorne was a very thorough person, sir. She left a note about her phone call with Mr. Falls.
A note.
Yeah, a 2-secret memo that she left on her desk.
So yes, here's a good example. We got the note from pressing that statement.
Okay.
According to this note, it seems the one who called her to the bridge was indeed the defendant, Terry Falls. Whose bright idea was it to keep that note for me?
Míralo, hasta él está seguro de lo que quiere su verdicto ahora. Escúchame, nunca haz una pregunta si tú no ya sabes la respuesta.
It's that detective's fault. He's the one that said unknown person.
Hey now, don't make that face at me.
Don't make that face at Ryan.
I just said it that way because the prosecutor told me to.
Was that a trap? With that cute face, I didn't expect him to be so sneaky. It's true. Ryan does have a cute face.
And he is very sneaky.
Okay. Sergeant Hawthorne went to Dusky Bridge at the designated time and met with Mr.
A bridge up in the mountains? But why meet there?
Because it is a very important place to the defendant, that's why.
What do you mean by that?
If you remember, 5 years ago, the defendant kidnapped a young girl. He was chased onto a bridge, and it was there that he killed his hostage. And the place where all of this occurred is, of course, Dusky Bridge.
Ugh.
The very place where Sergeant Hawthorne arrested and handcuffed Mr. Falls.
Ha, regresando de donde hizo todas sus maldades.
And that's where she was brutally murdered, sir.
Was the body of the victim discovered right away?
Yeah, we were really on the ball. We found the criminal within 1 hour of the murder. It was great! We even got to say, "Don't move! We've got you surrounded!"
Wait a second. Isn't there something weird about that?
La locación estaba muy altos en las montañas. Entonces, ¿cómo descubrieron de lo que estaba pasando tan rápidamente?
Sergeant Hawthorne must have mentioned the phone call to someone else, right?
Si eso fue lo que pasó, ella nunca había muerto.
She never mentioned the phone call from Mr. Falls, but she left a note on her desk about it. If only I had noticed it earlier, maybe she'd still be alive.
I wonder why she didn't mention the phone call to anyone.
The criminal stuffed her body into his car trunk and tried to make a getaway.
Mr. Falls had a car then?
Well, that bridge is way up in the mountains, ma'am. The defendant and the victim both went up there by car. I mean, how else?
What? You mean the defendant drove his own car?
No, of course not. It was stolen. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light.
Car thieves. I'm not sure how I feel about car thieves.
You're not sure about a lot of things, dude.
Car thieves. That sounds like something that might be illegal.
No, murder is the only illegal thing in this world.
Everything else is fair game.
Yeah, perjury, you just get a slight slap on the wrist.
Is this guy sure about how he feels about anything? No, Mia, he's not.
He's not sure
This
how he
is a
feels
show.
about himself. He
Stolen
questions it every
car
day. Sorry, I spoke over your line.
No, it's okay. I didn't know you were talking, Coco. Say what you were saying.
Oh, I said he's not sure how he feels about himself even. He questions his existence every day.
I'm not sure how I feel about me. This is a photo of the stolen car's trunk. Naturally, that's the body of Valerie Hawthorne in there.
Whoa, that doesn't look too comfortable. No, yeah, no, it does. She wasn't sleeping. The victim, she was stabbed in the back, correct?
Yeah.
Por alguna razón, parece que hombres siempre lo atacan de la espalda.
We're talking about a woman here.
You can't tell from this photo, but the knife was stuck in her back nice and firm.
The condition of the body when it was discovered is very important information. Detective, was there anything strange or noteworthy in the trunk of the car?
Here's a photo of the trunk, but I don't see anything strange, do you? Anyway.
What did the defendant have to say about this photo?
What he always says, ma'am.
I didn't do it! I didn't do nothing!
That's all he says.
Nothing. I wouldn't say he did nothing. At the very least, we know he stole a car.
It's just what he always says, Your Honor. And then he always says,
Oh. sorry. I told a little lie.
Or something like that.
Well, in any case, it seems he was caught and arrested.
Precisely. Mr. Falls was arrested at a police checkpoint we set up at the base of the mountain.
That certainly is some impressive police work.
Well, no, actually, it was way too close for comfort. We set up that checkpoint just after 5 p.m. We figured that Mr. Falls might just try to run.
What do you mean it was too close for comfort?
The two of them arranged to meet at 4:30 p.m. And it takes approximately 30 minutes to go from the bridge to the checkpoint.
That was kinda close. Any later and Mr. Falls could have slipped right by.
Escúchame, gatita. Hay algo aquí esperándote en esa testimonia.
Trap?
Camina adentro sin pensar y después te va a doler mal que un poquito. Bien, ¿sí?
No, it's not!
Pues, si quiere algún chance, debe conseguir más información. Y, si de verdad lo tiene que hacer, mejor que hacerlo temprano. Después puede encontrar contradicciones después.
The ever famous contradictions. I sure hope I.
And
Mia's gotta work on her Spanish.
and with that, we will end this episode right here. Thank you guys for joining us, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It doesn't make any sense because that's not how anything works. It's just disgusting. It's very bad. I'm sorry. I apologize to my ancestors. Oh, God.
You have not brought honor to them.
No.